when on Valentine's Day, you give a Valentine to people that you love, like your mom or your friend or your brother or sister. So, and y'all all told us this morning about your special Valentine. A lot of people said their mom or their grandmother or their auntie, or the teachers said their children and their husbands. So now I've got a story to read you about some school friends, and they are making the biggest Valentine ever. And here they are. And this book is by Stephen Kroll. He's the author. That means he wrote the words, illustrated by Jenny Bassett. She drew the pictures. All right, what's this book part called? The front cover. The okay. Cover. The back cover, right? And a spine. A little skinny spine. And the title page. And then there's the title page. And it says the biggest Valentine ever. And there they are. If we were in school, we would be making Valentines. So maybe if you have a chance, you can make some Valentines. Once there were two mice who fell in love with the same Valentine. But it didn't start out that way. They fell in love. I wonder who it was. The day before Valentine's Day, Mrs. Mousley asked all the students in her class at Mouseville School to make Valentine cards. The two friends, Clayton and Desmond, decided to make a card together and give it to Mrs. Mousley as a surprise. So really who they fell in love with was their teacher. Clayton cut a big heart out of cardboard. Desmond made a heart-shaped hole in the middle. Desmond cut out some small pink hearts and pasted them around the hole. Look at that. Look how beautiful. Then he glued on glitter. So far, that looks beautiful. You put too many hearts on, Clayton said. Desmond was upset. You put too much glitter on. Well, why did you make that hole in the middle? Asked Clayton. I thought it looked nice, said Desmond. It doesn't look nice. It looks awful, yelled Clayton. I think it looks very nice, said Desmond, frowning. And look, they're over there having an argument, and their classmates are starting to turn around and go, what are y'all arguing about? I don't want to make a Valentine with you, yelled Clayton. I don't want to make a Valentine with you either, yelled Desmond. Ooh, they were mad. So they tore their Valentine in half. Oh, no. I'm going to make my own Valentine, said Clayton. I'm going to make my own Valentine, said Desmond. Whew. Have you ever gotten mad at a friend like that? What do we do? What do you think that Mrs. Mousley should tell the friends to do? What do we do in the morning to kind of calm ourselves? We take a deep breath. Maybe Mrs. Mousley should say, take a deep breath, Desmond. Take a deep breath, Clayton. That night at dinner, Clayton's dad said, son, you look sad. Can I help? Clayton hung his head and he told his dad about the Valentine. Clayton's dad thought for a moment. You guys make nice Valentines on your own, but I think you would make nicer Valentines together. At the same time, over at Desmond's house, Desmond's Uncle Vernon said exactly the same thing. But Clayton didn't listen to his dad. He marched back to his room and began to make his very own Valentine. He cut a big heart out of cardboard, but he didn't put a hole in the middle. He put pink hearts around the edge, but not enough pink hearts. It sounds to me like he's starting to think that maybe Desmond had some good ideas. Then Clayton put glitter on the hearts, but it was too much glitter. He stepped back and looked at his Valentine. It just wasn't right. Clayton is thinking maybe Desmond could help him. At the same time, Desmond was making his very own Valentine. He cut a big heart out of cardboard, but he wasn't good at cutting large things, and the heart was lopsided. See? Sounds like he might need some help from Clayton. Then he made a neat heart-shaped hole in the middle, but then he put too many hearts around the hole. He sprinkled on glitter, but not enough glitter. Sounds like Desmond is thinking maybe he needs some help from Clayton too. Desmond stepped back and looked at his Valentine. It just wasn't right. The next morning, Clayton and Desmond took the school bus. They sat far away from each other. It sounds like they were still mad. But as they were getting off, Desmond tripped on the stairs. He bumped into Clayton and they fell down. Boom. Look, see, they fell off. They were stepping off the bus and they ran into each other and fell down. I think we should try making our Valentine again, said Clayton. No one said we couldn't, said Desmond. Oh, sounds like they're making up. In art class, Clayton and Desmond put their heads together and came up with a plan. Then Clayton cut out the biggest, most perfect heart anyone had ever seen. They added a pink heart to fit in the middle. Look at that big old Valentine. Do you think you could make a Valentine that big? You think you could get a piece of paper as big as you?
No.
Look at that. Then Desmond, who was good at cutting small things, cut out some tiny pink hearts and pasted them onto the big red heart. Clayton added some glitter and a bunch of other hearts. Ooh, look at that. Desmond made a nose on one and a mischievous eye. Oh, look at that. Look at that heart shape. They made a face on it. Then they glued all the hearts together. They stepped back to look at the card. It was a giant Valentine mouse. How about that?
Wow, pretty.
Wow, said Clayton, we did it. Wow, said Desmond, we did it together. They gave each other a high five. They cut up a lace doily to glue around the edge. So now they're putting some little, that's called doily, lace around the edge. But they cut the lace out to put around the edge of their Valentine. And then they wrote on their card in big letters, Happy Valentine's Day to Mrs. Mousley. We love you, Clayton and Desmond.
Oh, that was sweet.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then they carried the Valentine to their classroom and gave it to Mrs. Mousley. She clapped with delight and the whole class cheered. It was the biggest Valentine ever, and it was also the best. Wow, that's awesome. So, you know, they were making a Valentine and they wanted to make a pretty Valentine and they had an argument. And then whoops, Anaya came back. They had a disagreement, but then they got back together and they worked out their problem, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I heard? They also made a plan about how to do it together. So maybe when you're working on something, you can make a plan of how you want it to look. All right. So I want to show y'all an I Love You song, and then I have then I want to do the Beanbag Boogie, okay?
Beanbag.
The Beanbag Boogie. So I'm going to get my Pete the Cat. So if you want to get a stuffed animal, you can, but watch this first. This is called Skinnamarinky Dinky Doo. It's an I Love You song. You ready? Ready? Skinnamarinky Dink. Get up. You have to put your arm out and your other arm like this. Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink. Skinnamarinky Doo. I love you. Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink. Skinnamarinky Doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening. Now we're doing like this. Do your arms like this for the evening because the sun went down. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. That's your moon. So, Skinnamarinky dinky dink, Skinnamarinky doo. I love you. That's my I love you song for today. Do you want to do the beanbag boogie now? All right, you need to grab yourself a stuffed animal to put that you can use on your shoulder or whatever, all right?
I don't have a stuffed animal.
You don't have, do you have a ball or anything?
No.
Nothing? Hey, I got a question for you, Jalea. Do you remember when my son was here and he sang the beanbag boogie and he put a whole chair on his head? Just get you a little something. Yep. Just go find you a pillow. Do you have a pillow?
A pillow?
Yeah, use your pillow.
It's kind of in my grandma's room. These are
Okay,
my
now.
Is that mine?
Have I got everybody with your beanbag or your animal? So this is what I want you to do. I want you to toss it in the air and catch it. Let me see if you can do that. Toss it in the air and catch it. Toss it in the air and catch it. Got it? All right, let's see. I see Jalea catching hers. Let me see you catch yours, James. Oh, nice catch. All right. Carson. Carson must be gone to get his beanbag. Janiyah, let me see you toss yours up. Woo! Oh, good catch. Good catch. Anaya, can you do you have a pillow or something you can toss in the air?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Don't get it. I don't have it yet.
Oh, okay.
Catching stuff, but I think I'll get something and try.
Oh, okay. King, do you have a pillow or a stuffed animal yet?
Miss Bear?
Yes.
This one's too heavy. I don't want to grab too heavy. It's too heavy.
Hey, Anaya, you're on mute. Anaya, you're on mute.
Can you try to get my mommy's phone? Cause someone's calling on mom's phone.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
all right.
There you go.
All right.
Hello. Who is it?
Hello.
Who is it?
Okay. All right, here we go. Beanbag boogie time. Get whatever you're going to use for your beanbag.
Woo. I am
When preparing a proper meal, always set your fork at
Well,
nine.
All right, get your beanbag ready. Here we go.
Put your beanbag on your head.
Get your beanbag on your head.
While you move your body to
I
the
got Pete the
side.
cat on my head. Oh, good. I see you. You see you, King. Good job.
Now put your beanbag on your shoulder.
Beanbag on your shoulder.
Don't
I got Pete the cat sitting on my shoulder.
let it drown.
Miss Bear? Miss Bear?
Yes.
I'll say I don't catch the pillow I have.
Okay. Use your pillow. Oh, okay, good. Now listen to the song. Oh, good catch, Anaya.
Now hold that beanbag in your hand. And boy, what you can.
Anaya, dance with us now. Did he say jump?
Come on,
Okay, everybody jump. Let's see you jump, King.
everybody jump.
Ooh, that's good jumping, King. I see Janiyah jumping. Good job.
Put put your beanbag
Where we get your beanbag?
on your forehead.
Beanbag on your forehead.
Whenever you choose. Now put your beanbag on your fingers.
Beanbag on your fingers. Now put your pillow on your fingers.
Look.
Have your beanbag balance on your fingers.
Now put your beanbag on your ear.
Can you put your beanbag on your ear?
Tell me,
On your ear, King. Where's your ear? All right. Good job.
Now hold that beanbag in your hand.
Okay, move around. You can shake. Now you got to shake your body. Let me see you shake. Shake it up. Good job, Carson. Good job, James. Woo, Miss Ramsey's shaking.
Put that beanbag on your tummy.
Put your beanbag on your tummy.
Lean back.
Whoa, you have to lean back.
The sound.
Put that beanbag on your tummy. Good job, King. Good job, Janaya. Good job, Janaya. Julie, are you putting it on?
On your back.
Ooh, put it on your back now.
Remember the
Julie, put your beanbag on your back. All right.
I'm doing it.
Now put that beanbag on your knee.
Oh, on your knee.
And boogie the sound.
There we go. He is sitting low. He fell off my knee. Put him on your knee. Move it while you can. Stomp. Can you stomp? Stomp your feet. Stomp to the beat. Stomp. Stomp. Beat. Stomp. Oh, good stomping. Woo. That's a fun one, isn't it?
That is so fast.
We'll
That
do
is so fast.
this fast.
Oh, good.
It's good exercise, isn't it? All
That
right,
was
kiddos.
really
So when we.
That was really good.
All right. You want to try Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink one more time? Oh, I love your unicorn, Janaya. Let's do Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink one more time, and then we'll say goodbye, okay? You ready? Remember, put your elbow on your hand like this. Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink, Skinnamarinky Doo. I love you. Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink, Skinnamarinky Doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. So Skinnamarinky Dinky Dink, Skinnamarinky Doo. I love you. You should go sing that to your mama if she's not sitting beside you. All right, my friends, I love you.
Love y'all. Bye-bye.
We will see you in the morning at 8:40 tomorrow, Tuesday at 8:40. Okay. Oh, King, look at you saying I love you. Good job. Good job. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.